Damn it. Q&A time! Can we have the questions?
Yeah.
They're quite important for Q&As. Otherwise it's just A's.
Yeah. Am I allowed to swear in this?
I mean, I have to bleep it.
So if I go
No, so fucking say.
it'll go bleep. So
no, it's gonna go.
Oh.
I'll have a lovely sound.
Fuck shit, banner, shredded wheat, fuck cucumber. Right? There's a challenge for you there.
Except you've done it at the start of the video, so I don't have to include it. So we got some questions. We got like 6 questions we're gonna go through from my Instagram story. Right, first question is, what happens in Endgame?
And who answered that question?
You
It was
asked.
me. It was me.
So we all know Ant-Man knocks on Thanos' door, he goes a bit small, climbs up into his bumhole, and then goes big, and then everyone wins.
No one needs Captain Marvel for that film. The next question is from Alice Goodell. Who's that?
That's my housemate.
Oh, hi. How do I motivate myself to go to the gym?
So motivation in the gym fitness context is all about where your goals lie. So goals are short-term goals, which can be on a day-to-day basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and long-term goals, which are in 12 months' time, in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time. Where do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? That's where I get motivation. I also get motivation from others on Instagram and YouTube, which is kind of why I've started my Instagram and YouTube, because not only does that kind of give me accountability with people that follow along and are interested, I'm able to educate people a little bit, and also hopefully be some sort of motivation to keep other people going to the gym. That's where I get motivations for going to the gym. But some days you just have to be like, I've just got to get up and go, because some days you don't want to go.
This is where I talk. So my motivation, it's just a bit different, I suppose. Playing a sport, like, you have that passion to continue that sport, and obviously you want to get bigger and better. So my kind of motivations was, know what I'm doing on the pitch, maybe get a good tackle, make a good run, and that all comes down to everything that you need to know. Get a good run, go running, get faster, make a good block, get stronger, give more power. But then a lot of my motivation comes from, I like to inspire people.
Yeah.
And a lot, when I was going through my rehab injury, was when I'd just come out of my recovery process and started university, and was in my rehab and get back on the field, finding my ropes again, because I was very rusty at things like catching, just running. I was terrible at running. My 40-yard dash time went from a 5.4 for when I started all the way down to a 6.3, and then recently it's gone back up to a 5.7, so that's how it's improving. It's just like, it's little stats that you get which improve your goals. Some of the rookies came up to me and was like, "Oh, Stewie, your story is so good. Like, it's motivating for me to see how you're so motivated to get back." And that in turn just motivates me more. But then there's some times where I get up and I'm like, I really cannot be asked to do anything today.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's just the grind.
Every day.
Like, my ultimate goal, one thing I'd really love to do, is for me to go to the NFL. It's like a 1 in like a million chance. Like, it's a very small possibility. But there are other goals. Like, there are a lot of leagues across Europe, and I've always wanted to travel the world. So like, in 2 or 3 years, maybe even longer than that, I don't mind. I want a team to approach me and be like, look at my game film and be like, "Oh, Stewie, you've done really well. We want to try you out for the team." Something like that. It's just like the little end goals that motivate you. But at the end of the day, you fall in love with going to the gym. It takes about a month, but once you do it and say you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's just in your daily routine. And once I didn't go to the gym, and I was like, what am I doing? I need to go to the gym. So I went to the gym.
The easiest takeaway is write down a short-term goal and a long-term goal as a starting point. So even if the short-term goal is, I'm going to go to the gym twice a week, or 3 times a week.
Yeah. My short-term goal was get selected for the first team to go on in the field, and then obviously my long-term goal is play in Europe.
Yeah, so that can be applied to anything. So if you're just going for the gym just for general fitness and health, next question.
Next question. Are you cheating on me? SJ Moore 1991.
It's because I said I was doing a video with you. So Simon was in my last video, or two or three videos ago. You saw him doing pull-ups and filming as well, some lateral raises. And I go to train with him when I'm at home as well, and he thought I was cheating. Am I cheating on you? You see, Simon, I'm not cheating on you. Don't worry. It's alright. It's going to be alright. It's going to be alright.
He's cheating on you. Next question comes from
Digby.
Kifaru 46.
Love that.
What a man.
Yeah, what a man.
I'm going to assume he's a man. It's 2019.
He is a man.
He is a man. Thank you, Digby. How do you fit going to the gym, doing meal prep around uni work and deadlines?
Okay, so I guess that's a little bit more aimed at me. For like meal prep wise though, as well.
I prep my meals too.
Oh, well, it's aimed at both of us.
Right.
My nipple keeps popping out this top.
Do you feel like I've kept mine out? Yeah, meal prep for me is actually less of a burden, more of a blessing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Because I have no time to do cooking a lot of the time. I can cook, luscious, luxurious, tasty meals when I have the time, but when I really don't have the time, it's a lot of Uncle Ben's rice, mixed veg that goes in the microwave, and then some fish that goes in the oven or something. But I usually try and balance that. If I am meal prepping, it will tend to be on Saturday or Sunday morning, or in the evenings before I go to bed, and I've got nothing to do. In Aldi, you get some major deals of a bag of frozen chicken. Like, you get like a kilogram of frozen chicken for like £3. Now that is a student's dream.
If you're a student and you have an Aldi within a half an hour walk, go to Aldi.
Yes. But yeah, so I will get that, and once I'm in and I have nothing to do, cook all that, and I just put it in the fridge in different boxes and prep that. Because mixed veg, you get Aldi again, the deals, mate. you just like put it in a bowl, put it in the microwave, and it's done in like 5 minutes. So like I just heat everything up and just eat it. So that's kind of good. And then one of the key things you learn about being on a sports team is uni work always comes first. And so I kind of use that as a motivation to do my work. So once I've completed, say, 600 words on an essay, I feel like at home in the gym or training on the field.
Yeah.
So that's my reward for doing my work.
Yeah.
And then meal prep is literally kind of, I look at my macros and I like, need carbs and protein today. So I get that, consume them.
So I think this is quite an interesting question. I'm going to start with gym and then go into meal prep because that's nutrition. So it's training, and you're covering training and nutrition basically. So gym wise, like Stewie said, actually when I've got more deadlines, the gym is actually such a good place to have a break from the work. So it doesn't matter how much work I've got, I will always make it a priority to fit the gym in, especially because I want to achieve the goals that we were talking about earlier, and you can only do that with consistent training. Yeah, and so that's how I fit the gym in basically. Nutrition wise, meal prep. So when you meal prep, that means you're on a plan of some sort. And when you plan your nutrition, you usually look at your macronutrients, which are proteins, fats, and carbs. Now, the best way to meal prep, sit down for however long it takes, and just set out the sorts of foods you want and get them in a shop, in your weekly food shop. At the moment, actually, I don't meal prep for the whole week. I have little tricks in the day to make it easier. So when I make my breakfast, I'll also make my post-workout and pre-workout meal. So I'll make like 2 or 3 meals at the same time for each day rather than for the whole week. But I see people, they'll have an afternoon, a Saturday or Sunday afternoon dedicated, and they'll just cook all their like rice and pasta for the week, and then they'll cook all their chicken and fish or whatever they're eating. So that's a good way to do it as well. It comes with planning, and you just need to plan your day out the night before, and make sure you've got your timings on and stuff.
It's kind of little things as well. Don't underestimate the power of sandwiches. You can have a nice chicken sandwich, and you get your carbs in there as well when it takes like 5 minutes.
And Tupperware will become your best friend.
Oh yeah. Next question comes from Dan Simpson,
Let's
2004.
combine these two.
We will combine these.
We've got 2 questions from Dan Simpson.
Any decent exercise I can do as I'm not old enough to go to the gym, and what is a good diet to go on whilst at school and not being old enough for the gym?
Okay, so start with diet because we've just come off meal prep. Diet-wise, download MyFitnessPal, which is an app that I use. I can put a little clip of it now, and you can track your foods, your macros, nutrients that we just mentioned, and make sure you're hitting your calorific intake a day. It depends what your goals are. If you want to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit, and if you want to gain weight, you need to be in a calorie surplus. And to get that, you choose a calorie, so choose 2,000 calories. Eat that for a few days up to a week and track your weight. And if you're losing weight, add 200 calories. If you're gaining weight too fast, you think, take 200 calories away. Depends on your goal. Or if you're staying the same, that's your maintenance calories. And then you can go from there. But things to eat, you can go online and you can calculate, once you've worked out those calories, how much grams of carbs, proteins and fats that makes up those calories. You can you need to eat online, or you can send me a DM on Instagram and I'll sort it out for you. And then what you can do in MyFitnessPal is that you can track that every day and make sure you're getting that in. So that's literally pretty much summarised. That's the best way to do it.
Because you're quite young as well, it's probably not a good idea to start going to the gym at a very young age.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt your body.
Like, yeah, because you're not finished growing yet. But like, it's just kind of a diet. Everyone underestimates the power of what a diet does.
The word diet is horrible as well. Everyone's on a diet, it's just what you eat.
I started by taking out sugars. Processed sugars, sweets, chocolate. I know you hear this all the time, but yeah, the reason you hear it all the time is because it's such a good idea. Like, just start with taking out sugars, you know, stop drinking Coke, maybe switch to Coke Zero if you really want one. Less energy drinks. Margie right here. I was a big monster or die. I would have a monster every day, and that's the reason why I put on a load of weight. Because I wasn't doing anything and I was taking all this sugar, there's nothing to burn calories. So when you look at what you're eating, it's just easy. Almost had a profanity scare.
Fluffy dinosaur!
Fluffy clowns. Veg, chicken, rice. Simple diet. You can like change that out. You maybe go veg, steak, rice.
Whoa.
What, I'm pushing the boat out there. If you're hungry, don't go for a biscuit, go for a banana. Dedication to the cause of bananas. I love bananas. Can you see it? Oh, you can. Bananas too.
So
Fitness.
if you're not old enough to go to the gym and there's not one nearby you can go, what can you do to train? So I would highly advise going on YouTube and typing in calisthenics. Basically that means bodyweight workouts. It's quite simple. If you've got like a park near you with goalposts even, you can implement chin-ups and pull-ups, press-ups, and press-ups you can do incline, decline, diamond. So right there in those few exercises, you've already hit your back, biceps, triceps, and chest, and your front delts as well.
Your plyometric press-ups as well.
Yeah, you've got loads of different types.
I love them plyometric press-ups.
And then you've got tricep dips, which also hit your chest if you do them correctly.
Why don't we demonstrate?
No.
Okay, we won't demonstrate.
What I would say, do your own research first, and then feel free to DM me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, give you some pointers. I'm not into calisthenics, but I understand it. Yeah, and we can go from there.
My kind of take on it is, if you're young and you're in high school, you have like loads of sports teams. Join a sports team if you like sports. If you don't join a sports team. Ride the bike instead of getting the bus. Walk places more.
Yeah.
Even go for a run. The Nike Run app is very good. You can listen to it and it just has a program of like, a coach will talk to you at various intervals telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing, and it's just very easy. Like, anyone can go out and run. You buy a pair of shoes and you're ready to go.
Cool, well, thanks for watching everybody. That was fun to make.
It was.
Cool. If you have any other questions, DM me on Instagram or answer my stories on Instagram. I ask them quite a lot, or just put them in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Follow at stu.bear. That's me. Stay fit, stay healthy.
Peace, love, and chicken and rice.
Sportsdirect.com. UK's #1.